My name is YR. I'm known in the community as YR. And, do you realize that as a young man who has a talk show, you have a big responsibility to disseminate proper knowledge to the folks so that we eliminate the madness of the ignorance that was just displayed by the last caller. Do you realize that?
I realize my responsibility, yes.
All right. That it is. I hope that you remember that in the future when you, on your talk shows, you you give this information and you make that the information is the correct information so that we do not inflame, so that we do not instigate against people in the U.S. and outside the U.S.
I would agree.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to stand here and lecture. I'm going to ask you a question. As an American, and as you as an American, and the rest of us who are hearing and watching in America, how do we feel about our American weapons by American taxpayers, the F-16, the Apaches, the GBU-28, the cluster bombs that are being used by the Israelis to disseminate, kill, eradicate, have a Holocaust of Lebanese? The amount of explosives that has been dropped on South Lebanon exceeds many times over what was dropped on Hiroshima. Are these the values that we stand for? This is the first question that I would like to ask.
Yes, sir.
And then nowadays, today the word root cause is very popular. Do you understand the root cause of the problem in the Middle East? Do you understand that? You are a very young man. You have a future ahead of you. And you have the responsibility to disseminate the correct information to those people who are, to the listeners in your talk show. Especially you are aspiring to be the next future mayor. And if you want me to vote for you, I hope you would take a better stand. Did you also? I'd like to drop another point of information. This is the guy who was just earlier. He said we need to drop 3 A-bombs.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that the values of the Christians?
I'm gonna have Mr. Asian three excellent questions. He's gonna go ahead and answer. My phone is bugged here. It's all over the place. People are.
I'm going
But excellent questions, by the way.
His answers, please. I would like to hear his answers.
You bet, sir.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I don't agree with a lot of the uses of my tax dollars, but number one, I don't think we as Americans should police the world. It's not good policy. Number two, as Christians, I don't agree with the 3 mushroom cloud comment earlier. That's only going to escalate things. If we all respected each other, if we all, I'm a Christian, the doctor is Muslim, I'm praying for his soul, but that doesn't mean that I want to create a violent act against him or anyone that doesn't believe in me. What I think the root of the problem is, sir, I'd say the real problem is fear in America, and the fear is motivating our politicians, our elected officials, our president, our Congress, to show force, because that's the only thing they know how to do. They try diplomacy, and then when their hard heads hit up against other hard heads, we have problems. Now, do I think a show of force should always be off the table? No. Sometimes when you push me, I push back, and just so you know that I push back. But I don't think we should be at war. I think since we have a democracy, our elected officials are worried that if they're not doing something substantial or tangible that gets on the news, that we're fighting Hezbollah and they're terrorists, and if they're not terrorists, one or the other. If we're fighting someone, then we're making it safer. Just like over the weekend, I was flying in from Florida, and you couldn't bring any liquids onto planes. That's a joke. That's an absolute joke. That doesn't make it any more safe or not. No carry-ons doesn't make it any more safe or not. We live in a dangerous world because there are people who will always have hate in their hearts, and the enemy of our souls will always be putting that hate in their hearts, and we live in dangerous times. And, our freedom, what little we have left as Americans, comes at a high price. It comes at a high price because there's people that don't like that, and they're gonna attack us. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom end of this whole truth. It's not pretty, but no matter how many bombs we drop, no matter how many times we think we can drop mushroom clouds, it's never going to 100% eradicate the danger. But that's what the politicians won't tell you, because that won't get them reelected. What will get them reelected is giving more missiles to Israel, more missiles to other countries to try and fight the quote-unquote terrorism that we have in the world.
Excellent, good point. I do have Ioma. Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Oh, it's Halima.
Halima, sorry.
Assalamualaikum.
Salamullah wa barakatuh.
I just had a couple of short little comments. Like, I think it's really important that, people who call in, I'm a first-time listener tonight, people who call in, and have these certain ideas about Islam, sometimes, their information isn't correct, and I think it's really important that they don't just listen to this propaganda, that they should stop like a Muslim in Walmart, or, go to the mosque, or just stop someone on the street and ask them the questions and get them answered, and get a real perspective about what Islam is and what Muslims are, I don't think people get the right idea about Islam at all, and it's kind of unfortunate, because it's a beautiful religion, mashallah, and it's just unfortunate for them that they don't get exposed to this beautiful religion.
It's an excellent point, Halima, except we in America here with this massive media. The media in America, those people are paying billions of dollars to defame Islam as a faith and as a religion, and they perpetrate and they magnify evil as if the 1.5 billion and 250 million Muslims are the group of the Zawahiri. We do have an evil vent in America, and it is the media. This is the enemy of Islam. Number one is the media in America, and I'm so happy, by the way, for the KCTU Channel 5, and mainly Ron and Cheryl Nutt. I'm so grateful that they gave me this opportunity, at least, to share with the American viewers and bring people like Matt over here, so we can share with Muslims and non-Muslims about exactly what is happening.
Yeah.
Thanks, Halima.
And also, like you said, we do have a very large, media input on our lives. It's everywhere. But also, if someone would just pick up a book and read it, Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world, and the fastest growing religion here in America. And how can something be bad if it's huge? How can these people be wrong? You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe seen as evil if it's the fastest growing. You know what I mean?
Right. Halima, I really appreciate it. Should I ask you a question? We go there to these 6 phone calls.
I just have one comment. The media looks back on World War II or the Japanese internment camps as what an injustice. What an injustice that we did to those people during World War II just because we were afraid of Japanese spies. Well, what an injustice we're doing to the Islamic faith and Muslims around the country when we as a media stand up and say this is the small majority. And myself as a Christian, there are small majorities that get their voice out in the media and disrepresent our faith. We have reverends in town that almost take a hate speech approach to the homosexual crowds, and our Bible tells us not to do that. Our Bible tells us the parable of the Good Samaritan. The first person that passed. Are you familiar with the parable?
Yes, yes.
The first person that passed the man on the side of the road that needed care was a man of the cloth, a man of the faith, and I think that's wrong. But whatever your faith is, Christian or Muslim, you need to stand up and you need to proclaim what's right, and that the haters, the hate speech, the violent acts, the evil ones on both sides are not the majority. They are, in fact, in the minority, and that's how they're getting in the media, because it's such a shock, and that's the shock factor that the media always goes for.